lot of people are buzzing about the Nonito Donaire Guillermo Rigondeaux fight. In the past, you said that might be an easy fight for Nonito. What are your thoughts on now that the fight's here?
I agree. Guillermo Rigondeaux is a very talented fighter. He was a great amateur. He's good for 2 or 3 rounds. I see that. He's never been in front of anybody like Nonito, and when he gets hit, he's been getting hit and he's been stunned with fighters that are nowhere near Nonito's level. So I honestly see the fight being pretty easy for Nonito. I'm glad that the fight's happening because a lot of boxing fans want to see it and want to see Nonito against somebody like Rigondeaux or against somebody like Abner. I truly believe Nonito has no problem with either of them.
Okay, now with the fight with Nonito Donaire and Rigondeaux, were you surprised at the whole the VADA drug testing? They're talking about there might not be a press conference if they signed. Were you surprised that whole situation came up?
Well, I don't get involved with that. Honestly, for what I read and what I hear about this drug testing and everything, and what's happened with other fighters that are tested and they end up getting suspended because they're positive, I don't really get involved. My fighters, I have no problem with them ever doing it. Nonito's been doing it Olympic style. Brandon could do it today, and I ain't no worries about that. So I really don't even follow that because my fighters are always gonna have no problem with that. So I don't even get involved. So honestly, I don't even know how that works. All I know is that my fighters are ready to fight whoever, whenever.
What are you going to focus with in camp on Donaire as far as breaking down Rigondeaux's style and everything?
Well, we're going to have great sparring partners. We already have 2 lined up, and Nonito will be in great shape. Nonito's very smart in the ring. He doesn't, he's one of those fighters who doesn't need much of the tough trainer that keeps reminding him what to do. Nonito already knows what he needs to do inside the ring. He knows, and round by round, he's making adjustments on himself if he needs to. Honestly, Rigo could be difficult the first couple of rounds because of his style, but that's all I see.
And last question, Abner Maris Donaire, some people wanted to see that. Golden Boy Top Rank couldn't work it out. Golden Boy said they send the contract over. Bob Arum didn't like the contract. Now Abner Maris is saying Nonito ducked the fight, this and that. What do you think about the back and forth in between the companies?
It's Abner, Golden Boy trying to hype up the fight and make it seem like Nonito don't want to fight. Nonito's a fighter. Nonito's a warrior. Nonito will fight anybody. It's not his fault. Abner fight for another promoter. It's just the way it is. There's so many fights that I would like to see with Brandon against Garcia, Brandon against Matisse. We'll probably never see those fights. That Broner, all those fights are out there. We'll probably never see those fights. And it's not like Brandon wouldn't want to fight him. Broner could start saying the same thing, or Garcia could start saying the same thing, and then what? The fans are going to think Brandon's scared of fighting Broner or Matisse. That's just not real. Same thing with Nonito. Nonito's not scared to fight Abner. Why would he be scared? Come on, he's beat guys that are top fighters. We have no problem fighting Abner. It's just too bad they don't fight with the same promoter. That's not our problem.